Hello everyone, welcome to Bio with Shruti. Welcome to another session of biology for competitive exams. This session covers lucent biology. We are going to continue with the topic botany. Note that this is the second session for this topic, that is botany. As we've discussed earlier, we will be covering botany as well as circulatory system simultaneously. Right, so I'll cover that topic also. I'll be covering this topic also, but simultaneously. Today we'll continue with the topic classification of plants. We have already discussed about the entire kingdom Plantae, its classification. Kingdom Plantae is further subdivided into two subkingdoms, Cryptogamy and Phanerogamy. Cryptogamy means chunnu munnu, lower level organisms, and when I'm talking about Phanerogamy, higher level organisms, right? Typical meaning of cryptogamy is these are non-seed bearing plants, they don't have any seeds, whereas if I'm talking about phanerogamy, these are seed bearing plants. Right guys, it's not just seeds but cryptogamy, that is these lower level or plants do not have proper roots, stem, leaves as compared to that of phanerogams. Cryptogamy is further subdivided into three divisions: Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Correct. Now when I'm talking about Thallophyta, it is further divided into algae and fungi. Spermatophyta means what? Sperma is seeds and phyta means plants. So when I'm talking about phanerogamy, we've already mentioned these are seed bearing plants. Correct. So both gymnospermy and angiospermy comes under the division spermatophyta. Sperma means seeds and phytes. Whenever there are phytes, pteridophyte, bryophyte, thallophyte. Phyte means plants. So these are seed bearing plants. Gymnospermy, angiospermy. When I'm talking about gymnospermy, it is, we've said that when I talk about the seeds, these are exposed, right? They are naked. And when I talk about angiospermy, here seeds are enclosed in the ovary. Do you remember guys, we did discuss about all these with examples. Okay, so you can either take the screenshot or kindly comment and let me know whether you need the PDF or not, so that I can provide you the link. Okay, now what are we going to see today is cryptogamy. Okay, we'll be covering cryptogamy. In cryptogamy also we will start with Thallophyta and we will introduce algae. We know what are the characteristics of cryptogamous plants. These are chunnu plants, right? They are, in this it is further divided into Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta. So when I'm talking about cryptogamous, which of the following belong to cryptogamous group? Okay, options: Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, all of the above. So all of the above. Now examples are algae as well as fungi. Now let's see some of the characters of the first division, that is Thallophyta. Let's divide the term Thallophyta. Thallo means thallus and phyta means plants. Correct. Dash is the largest group of plant kingdom. Thallophyta is the largest group of plant kingdom. We already said that when it comes to cryptogamous plants, they don't have high nutrient requirement. They have very minimum nutrient requirement. Okay, so you will find thallophytes in moist, dampy areas. You will find them in, they are large when it comes to distribution. Okay, so these are the largest group of plant kingdom. And if we talk about the body, it is thallus like. So Thallophyta, because of the body. Now what is the meaning of thallus? This means it is flat. Okay, this is an example of Bryophyta, which is a part of cryptogams only. Okay, so Thallophyta means the body is flat, it grows on the surface. Okay, and they are lobed in structure. Simply it grows on the surface, prostrate, flat. Okay, it is not erect, or they are not further differentiated into proper stem, root, leaf. So body is thallus like, which also means that it is not further differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Now let's see some of the examples of Thallophyta. This question is for you. Answer me this in the comment section. Okay, the division Thallophyta. The division Thallophyta consists of which of the following? The division Thallophyta consists of which of the following? Options: algae, moss, ferns. Option number A, algae, moss, ferns. Option number B, algae, fungi, moss. Option number C, algae, fungi. And option number D, none of the above. Just carefully look at this image. These are some of the examples which are not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Means these are some examples of cryptogamous plants. Okay, algae, bryophyte. Then we have fungi. This is fungi which, fungi are saprophytic, means it grows on dead and decayed organism. So you'll find it on the dead wooden log or bark. Bread mold. Guys, this is called as bread mold. Bread mold, MOLD. Okay, I told you, it looks like green chutney. So bread mold or bread fungi. All these terms that I am adding is also important. Second important point, in thallophytes there are no conducting tissue. There is no xylem, there is no phloem. Guys, what are conducting tissues? If I say in human, the entire, if I talk about nutrients or waste material, these are transported by a circulatory fluid, that is blood. Remember, we are already covering this in circulatory system, right? The circulatory fluid is blood. So blood is responsible for transporting the nutrients as well as waste materials, correct? Now this blood has passage or transport system called as blood vessels. We did discuss this in the circulatory system. So I want you all to name 2 important blood vessels which we discussed in the previous session. Kindly comment and let me know. Okay, so this will be a revision for you. Similarly, what is the function of blood vessels? It transports blood throughout the body. Here in case of plants, we have conducting vessels, xylem and phloem. These are also commonly known as vascular bundles. So if they ask you, if they say no vascular bundles, then also it is xylem and phloem and conducting tissue. Both the terms are same. Okay. So plants take water and minerals from the soil with the help of a water conducting tissue or a vascular bundle called as xylem, and they take food or nutrients with the help of a food conducting tissue called as phloem, xylem and phloem. But in thallophytes, xylem phloem is absent. In thallophytes, you can see the structure of the plant. Guys, look at this image and tell me, is it a cryptogamy or phanerogamy? Is this plant a cryptogamy or phanerogamy? It is a phanerogamy. It has proper leaves, it has proper root, it has proper stem. So it is higher level plant, right? So they will have xylem and phloem. But thallophyta chunnu munnu hai, okay, lower level plant. So it does not have xylem and phloem. No conducting tissues, okay? So if this session is helping you, do give it a thumbs up. It will definitely pay my efforts. Biovic Shruti is active in all social media platforms. You can specially follow me in my Facebook page, Biovic Shruti, for more updates, and do subscribe my channel. Press the bell icon if you feel worth it. We will talk about algae, a very important question. When it comes to biology, there are different branches. The branch of biology which studies algae is called as dash phycology. Okay, phycology is a branch where we study algae. Phycology, let's break the term. Logy means study, phyco is algae, study of algae. Algae, is there chlorophyll? Yes, there is chlorophyll present. Okay, what is chlorophyll? It is a green color pigment which helps in photosynthesis. If I'm talking about green plants, they have chlorophyll pigment. So they help to trap the sunlight and they function photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis means production. Production of what? Production of food, that is carbohydrate. So because of this property of the plant, the mode of nutrition is autotrophic. Auto means khud se bhi, that is by self. Okay, plant by itself, and trophic is nutrition. So automatically the plant is preparing food. It is independent. Correct? And if I talk about the body, obviously it is a part of thallophyta, so the body is thallus-like. Now thallus-like, that is flat, growing on the surface. Now by the time you should know what does thallus or thalloid mean. If I talk about the structure, you will find them in unicellular, colonial as well as filamentous form. I'll show you the example. Guys, unicellular, uni means single cell, so one cell, single cell. Colonial means these single cell organisms come together and form a group or form a colony. Okay, they aggregate together, they form a colony. And filamentous means thread like, they appear thread like. I'll show you the images, then you will have more idea. Unicellular, for example, euglena. Guys, euglena is very important. I've already covered way long back in one of my session when we were discussing 5 kingdom classification: Monera, Protista, Plantae, Animalia, Fungi. Okay, so this is a very important question for you because euglena is important. That's why I added this example. Tell me any 2 distinguishing characters about euglena. Okay, tell me any 2 distinguishing characters about euglena. Don't worry about the question. If you're not aware of the answer, I will make sure that I reply to you in my next session. But do comment and let me know. This is unicellular. Second, we said colonial. For example, volvox. Volvox is, you can see there are many unicellular organisms. They come and aggregate to form a colony. And this is another example of Spirogyra. These are filamentous, see, thread like, they are mesh like, network, and you will find them in pond, lake. These are freshwater algae, we say. Okay, freshwater algae, Spirogyra. Guys, remember Spirogyra because we will discuss it in the next session. It is important. So if this is helpful, do give it a thumbs up, guys, and share it with all your friends, especially people from non-biological backgrounds, so that it can help them. Thank you so much for all your support.